Okay. Madison Earhart here in Osoyoos alongside Mike Campbell, Chief Operating Officer with the Osoyoos Indian Band. Now, Mike, it's been exactly a week since the Nk'Mip Creek wildfire broke out. What is the situation like right now?
Things are looking a little bit better today. I won't get into specifics, but some of the evacuation orders on reserve are being rescinded and alerts are being issued for those areas. So things are looking a little better today.
In terms of the community, how are everyone doing? I mean, it's been a long go. It's only been a week, but it just seems like it's continuing to show aggressive signs in nature.
Yeah, there's been some challenges, and certainly the winds haven't worked in our favor, mostly in the evenings and overnight, has presented some challenges for the firefighters. It's been challenging for the entire community. They were taken out of their homes late into the evening and took whatever they could bring with them within a few minutes' notice. So yeah, it's been hard on the community, but in times like this is when community comes together, not just the OIB community, but our neighbors, the Penticton Indian Band, the town of Oliver, the town of Osoyoos, and residents have stepped up to help make that transition a little smoother, help us get the supplies we needed to make people comfortable. So it's an encouraging time when you see people come together like that to help.
And those that are still on evacuation order and alert, is there an end in sight here? What can you tell them? Yeah,
I mean, it was encouraging to see some of those orders get lifted this afternoon. My hopes is that that's some momentum we'll see in the coming days, is to remove more of those orders. I'm sure we'll be on alert for a period of time there, but it's our hopes that this is sort of the beginning of some momentum there.
And we did have some Mexican firefighters come in and assist in the battle. What's your reaction to that?
It was an amazing sight to see that last night, seeing 100 firefighters arrive from Mexico here to Spirit Ridge, be greeted by the firefighters on the ground here from Parks Canada. It was just an amazing sight to see. So we appreciate that help. We appreciate the support. I know the firefighters here appreciate that support, and I'm sure they'll be kept busy for the coming days. But it was quite an amazing scene.
Now, at this time, it's still estimated at 6,800 hectares in size. I was down in Oliver this morning, and the smoke is very much intense still. It's hard to get a real grasp of the size of this thing, but I know BC Wildfire Service have said that it's aggressive.
It's an out-of-control fire. It's aggressive. There's perception in some of that. I mean, the winds pick up and blow a different direction. We'll see large plumes of smoke, which creates some anxiety and angst. But we're getting information as it comes in through Parks Canada and the RDOS, so we're trying to keep people as informed as possible. There are some scenarios where it looks worse than it is due to smoke, and there's also backburning and some strategic things that are happening that isn't always shared live time with residents and communities, and that can create some angst as well.
In terms of the community, very much they're in it together. We see on social media a lot of people checking in with everyone that have been on evacuation alert and order. What is your message to the community?
Well, first, just a heartfelt thank you from the Osoyoos Indian Band. But even within the Osoyoos Indian Band community, everyone came together to make sure those that were vulnerable were okay and being looked after. And then just community volunteers and just regular residents from the town of Oliver and Osoyoos, just a huge thank you. We saw situations yesterday when we put out a call to action where little kids were donating $1 and $2. We saw elderly people show up at the band office with groceries, and we saw community volunteers show up with truckloads of essential needs for people that have been evacuated. So just a huge thank you. We'll keep messaging if we need more assistance, but it's just been amazing. We couldn't be more thankful.
And in terms of those that have lost their homes, have you been in communication with anyone?
So that's our band office has, not me personally. There hasn't been a lot of structure lost, but we're not quite out of the woods yet.
Staying positive.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you, Mike, for your time, Chief Operating Officer. This is Madison Earhart with Castanet News in Osoyoos.